Now, all of a sudden, these people with this known psychiatric disorder are allowed to just identify as a woman, and you're a bigot if you don't let them change in the
Yeah,
women's
and
room.
you're expected to empower them
Yeah.
at the expense of young women who are very often much more vulnerable for obvious reasons than young men. And it reminds me of, so the very first congressional delegation trip that I ever took was to Paris. I think it was to Paris. And it's part of the Paris Air Show, and Ohio has all these, aviation interests. And anyway, long story short, I was talking to a very conservative woman at the Paris Air Show who was from Mississippi, and she was probably 65, 70. And it was really interesting because I was just like, how do you find the city? She had never been to Paris before, and I'm just, interested in people. So I was asking her, and she said, what's really interesting is I just feel like Paris, I would think of as very liberal, but I actually think Paris is more conservative than some of the big cities in the United States.